For daily ask Reddit. Dads with daughters, out of all of their boyfriends which one did you hate the most, and why? Her current, first, 1. She's 16 and in love, and I'm trying to be supportive, but this boy's a complete asshat. He frequently blows her off to play video games, is never on time when they're supposed to meet up, by like hours, and just doesn't seem to appreciate her or her time. I've told her this multiple times, and have subtly suggested maybe they should take a break, but they are still together. Mofo emptied all but one ice cube out of the ice cube tray and didn't refill. End him. My dad hated my high school boyfriend because the first time they met, my boyfriend told him, unsolicited, how to make a bong out of a pomegranate juice bottle. Wow, you dated a real idiot. My father hated my first serious boyfriend, but was almost always warm and welcoming to him. I asked him recently, I'm now 45, why he didn't ban me from seeing him or stop him from staying over. His answer was that if he'd done that then I'd have run off with him and got married, and it would have been a disaster. He was absolutely right, and I'm so grateful he let me work out myself that I didn't want to live with a cheating speed freak. I personally never hated any of my children's interests, but I do remember having a girlfriend whose father hated me so much he thought it'd be funny to put me on a horse that wasn't tame and let me ride it. Was my first time around horses and almost ended with me being thrown. Jokes on him cause I married that girl. We get along now. He's not so bad once you get past the trying to injure me bit. Not dad, but both me and my mom hate my sister's douche of a boyfriend. I practically helped raise my sister when my parents divorced when she was 3. 19-year-old, school dropout punk of an idiot kid who thinks he's going to be a big YouTube star. First off, guy was just renting a room in our place, actually renting my room, when I left for school. He starts dating my sister despite being a renter. Starts using the fact that he's dating her as leverage to not pay rent. He breaks a ton of my furniture, leaves moldy food all over my room, and even destroyed the glass stove top in the kitchen because he wanted to ground coffee beans with a rock on the glass for some reason. He also poured bleach on the carpets in my room for who knows what reason. He filled my sister's head with stories about how he's the only person in the world who actually cares about her, only knowing her for a year at that point. He also filled her head with BS stories about taking her away to far off lands and shit. As well convinced her to buy a large number of pets that she couldn't take care of for the memes. Very manipulative piece of shit. So when he decides he doesn't want to pay the rent anymore and tells my mom straight up I'm living here because of my sister, not for you, as an excuse not to pay rent somehow, my mom has to kick him out. So what's he do? Convinces my sister to move out with him because he's the only person who cares about her, blah blah blah. I get mad at the guy, cause of all his manipulation, and especially for destroying my bedroom and furniture. Take what's left of my furniture back, and sister straight up punches me in the face and tells me cause I'm living away for school this is no longer my home or family, and my furniture, which I paid for, was no longer mine. Haven't talked to her in years. We were very close before this guy showed up. If I ever see that kid again I swear I will have to resist the urge to beat the living daylights out of him for the shit he put in her head. Not the dad, but the boyfriend here. I went to pick her up and she informed me that if he ever saw me on their property he'd put around in me. Turns out I worked for him as a taxi driver and he did not like me as an employee, so the punk line? It's been 20 years that his baby and I have been married. I had been saving a mango 4 days waiting for that perfect ripeness. Almost ate it one evening, but decided that one more night would be perfect. The following day my daughter's asshole then boyfriend decided to eat that perfectly ripe mango before I came home from work. Never forgave him. Also he was an entitled jerk in many other ways.